Today's Cowboys Report is made possible by Kinzuri. If you want the ultimate height hack when it comes to your shoes and to boost your confidence, then you got to get a pair of Kinzuris. 15% off on top of their up to 30% for a total of 45%. Those of you not mathematically inclined, when you use promo code CHAT at kinzuri.com/chat. Tell you more about them later on in today's show, but the Cowboys schedule has been announced. They've changed the rules. You get 6 primetime games this year. Guess what? Dallas has 6 of them. So let's run through the Cowboys schedule. First, just one time, then we'll go more in depth on all of these games. At the Giants, again, Week 1, Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers comes to town again as part of the New York Jets in Week 2. At the Cardinals in Week 3. Home against the Patriots in Week 4. Back-to-back primetime games. Week 5 at the 49ers. That is a Sunday Night Football game. Week 6 at the Chargers, the Kellen Moore reunion game. I don't want to use the word revenge quite yet. On Monday Night Football. Early bye for Dallas. Week 7. And then in Week 8, another LA game. They host the LA Rams. Week 9 at the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be a fantastic matchup. Week 10 against the Giants, so 2 straight divisional matchups. At the Panthers, Week 11 to begin. They're always brutal. 3 games in 12 to 13-day stretch. Week 12, home Commanders, Thanksgiving Day. Week 13, home against the Seattle Seahawks. That is a Thursday night matchup, a primetime game. After missing it last year, Dallas is back on the Thursday stretch in that, late November time frame. Week 14, home against the Eagles, and this is a Sunday Night Football game. The initial leaks did not mention this as a primetime game. Once the official schedule came out, turns out it is one. The Buffalo Bills at home, or on the road, I should say. The Bills are at home. Cowboys visiting them in Week 15. That's going to be a tough game at Miami, but in December as opposed to a hot one in September. Week 17, home against the Lions. This is a primetime game. December 30th, Saturday. It's going to be on ESPN, so it's not really a Monday Night Football game, but there's going to be college games, so ESPN put it on Saturday. And then wrapping up the year, Week 18, only 2 of those games, by the way, of the publicized ones, we'll see about Week 18, that's always TBD, are anything other than a afternoon slot. Going to be a lot of Cowboys on the game of the week for CBS and Fox. So will the Cowboys win the NFC East this year? It's what we all want. No more curses. It's the pinned comment on today's show. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there, type in Y for yes or N for no. Let's go game by game a little bit slower here. They're doing it again. The NFL knew that they were due. It'd been too long since the Cowboys and Giants played Week 1 to open up the season. Well, now they do. This time on the road for the Cowboys. That is a Sunday Night Football matchup. The Cowboys have simply put owned the New York Football Giants in recent years, hoping for good things there. It's back-to-back New York teams to begin the year as Boogeyman Aaron Rodgers comes to town against the Jets. The Cowboys hosting the Jets there. The Jets are going to be a much better football team than what they have been in recent years. It's Rodgers. I don't mind getting this one out of the way a little bit earlier. Now, today's show is presented by Kinzuri. If you sometimes lack some confidence, you feel insecure about your height, Kinzuri is changing the game for you. They can add up to 2.8 inches to your height discreetly. 2.8 inches by itself, it's not that great. 2.8 on top of what you have, ask your girl. That's a pretty big deal, right? Women get heels, makeup, push-up bras, and men deserve a confidence boost too. And Kinzuri shoes are not only height boosting, but also stylish and comfortable. They are not grandpa's Velcro shoes, but fashionable shoes that can receive compliments even without the height increase. The height insoles are built into the shoes. It makes it the ultimate height hack. For a limited time, Kinzuri is offering our viewers an exclusive discount of 15% off on top of up to 30% site-wide. If you're bad at math, that's 45% off when you use code CHAT, C-H-A-T, at kinzuri.com/chat. Don't wait any longer, folks. Upgrade your shoe game and your confidence now at conzuri.com/chat. That's conzuri.com/chat. Links in the comment section and the description of today's show. Cowboys schedule resumes. Week 3, Arizona. They should smoke them. Like, the Cowboys should handle Arizona no problems. I doubt Kyler Murray's playing. It's going to be Colt McCoy, Clayton Tune. That should be an easy win for Dallas. The Bill Belichick game against the New England Patriots in Week 4. Last time these two teams played, one of the better games we've seen in a while. That was an awesome finish. I bet New England finishes around 500. Better OC this year for them, but I think that's a game Dallas should win, especially at home. You get your boogeyman out of the way early. Aaron Rodgers, Week 2. That vaunted Niners defense in Week 5. They might have some quarterback uncertainty still. I would like to beat the Niners to boost some confidence. They will probably be favored in Week 5, and I understand it. Kellen Moore, revenge game, reunion game, whatever buzzword we want to use there. Week 6 at the Chargers for the Dallas Cowboys. That's a back-to-back primetime slate. At the Niners, Week 7 or Week 5, Sunday Night Football, come back to Dallas, then go back out to L.A. for Monday Night Football. If you're going to do that balance, you get the extra day of basically to travel and rest, and then your bye comes a little bit earlier than what maybe I'd prefer in Week 7, which means you're going to have 10 games in a row. You got a lot of them to play through there. It's not going to be the easiest thing, but you get your bye in Week 7. Week 8, the L.A. Rams. The Cowboys have 2 non-afternoon or primetime games this year. This is one of them, and it's the Rams. It's L.A. That tells me the schedule makers don't think this is going to be a good Rams team, so feel good about that one for Dallas. First time the Cowboys play the Eagles comes to begin November the 5th at Philadelphia. Now, you've coming off the Rams game, and you get the extra rest to a certain extent. In Philly, though, there'll be a lot of eyes glued to that one. Then it's home against the Giants. Back-to-back NFC East matchups. Also a 325 Central kick. This time in Arlington. If all goes according to plan, it would have been about 4 years since the Giants won more than one game against the Cowboys. They won one a few years ago in a game that didn't matter that much. Cowboys have owned them. Hope that continues. Here is the other 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central game for the Cowboys at the Carolina Panthers. Very intriguing matchup as far as I'm concerned for where things currently sit. Is Bryce Young going to be good or not? I would have preferred Carolina early in the year to reduce some of the time for Bryce Young to adjust, but it's not the worst on play. I mean, it's a game you should win regardless. Now, we will be live for each and every single Cowboys game this year, so make sure you are subscribed. YouTube.com/@CowboysTV. We'll have our watch parties. Have a lot of fun. Make sure you tune in. Time for the gauntlet stretch. A lot of games. This time, some home games for Dallas. Week 12, November 23rd. 2 days before my birthday. Hope they don't ruin it this year. The Commies come back to town. I've got the offensive tweets they've done about Thanksgiving with their old team name cooked up and ready to go to make fun of the Commies. Dallas better win. I hate when my Thanksgiving's ruined. Go Cowboys, F the Commies. Week 13. It's back to the Thursday swing. I know a lot of Seattle fans are upset about this. And I go, Dallas does this every year. You're playing the 3 games in 12 days, 13 days, whatever it is, and with no bye around it. Welcome to Dallas's life there, Seattle. Seattle comes down. Normally this is a road game for Dallas. I am glad this is a home game for the Cowboys. A little bit easier because then they play Thursday night and then Sunday night football. Not initially reported. You've got extra prep time for what will be a must-win football game. Now, the Eagles are still going to be good this year. Philadelphia, December 10th, Sunday night football in Dallas. Another prime-time football game for your Dallas Cowboys. They got a lot of prime time this year. This one's going to be must-watch. The Bills, then on the road, Week 15. So a tough turnaround at home in Philly. At least it's not 2 road games in a row there. Into Buffalo in December. That's not going to be the best weather. So hopefully the ground game's going well because there might be some snow in that matchup. Of the Cowboys' opponents this year, Which one worries you the most? Maybe it's maybe it's the Niners, maybe it's the Eagles, or the Bills. We just talked about them, right? Which opponent scares you the most? Sound off in the comment section right now. I wanted to play Miami late in the year. I did not want to go down to Miami and play the Dolphins in September. When it's hot, there is a legitimate 20-degree difference in the sideline because one is shaded, one is not. Instead, you get Christmas Eve in Miami. The weather will probably be in the 70s. Awesome. I'm not sold on Tua or the Dolphins this year. Tua because of medical. I think that's a decent matchup there for the Dallas Cowboys. Week 17, allow me to explain things. Saturday, yes, to an extent. Normally on Sunday, the NFL has bumped this up to Saturday, December 30th. And the crazy part here, it'll be on ESPN. So this is part of the Monday Night Football package. But because there's bowl games, the Rose Bowl, CFP, etc., on New Year's Day, ESPN's game is getting bumped to Saturday. So it is a Monday Night Football game on Saturday against the Detroit Lions. I know that's complicated. Week 18 at the Commanders. No time yet on this one. It wraps up the season. There will be some games that might get bumped to Saturday potentially if everyone's out of the race because, the NFL doesn't care. If there's only 2 games that matter for a division, they might do that. But January 7th is the Sunday for that game. We also know the preseason games. Those of you that care. Week 1, the Jags at home. Week 2, at Seattle. Week 3, home against the Raiders. I think me and my boy Mitchell Renz will have some fun stuff cooked up this year. So make sure you guys are subscribed for. We'll be live for the preseason games too because I love the preseason. It's fun. No one else cares what I care. Make sure you guys are subbed so you don't miss out. And remember to predict the Cowboys' record this year. If you've not already done so, head down to the comment section, the pinned comment, and predict that record right now.